Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. We are now entering the 5th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavan Shankara has given a meaningful introduction to every chapter and also to every verse. This is how the study of Bhagavad Gita or any scripture has to be done. The introduction tells us how far and what we have studied up to the 4th chapter, and then also tells us how this 5th chapter is necessary to be started. Was it necessary, or just because there are pages you go on writing? So these two things are done. One is the summary of the earlier thought, and second is the reason why the subsequent thought development is continued. These two things join the 4th chapter with the 5th chapter. In short, 5th chapter is the continuation of the 4th chapter with some kinds of additions to the thought given in the 4th chapters. This is how the introduction begins. Bhagavan says, कर्मण्य कर्मयः पश्येत् इत्यारभ्य सयुक्तः कृष्ण कर्मकृत ज्ञानाग्नि दग्ध कर्माणं शारीरं केवलं कर्म कुर्वन् यदृच्छा लाभ संतुष्टः ब्रह्मार्पणं ब्रह्महवि कर्मजान् विद्धितान् सर्वान् सर्वं कर्माखिलं पार्थ ज्ञानाग्नि सर्वकर्माणि योग संन्यस्त कर्माणं इत्यन्तैः वचनैः सर्वकर्म संन्यासम् अवोचत् भगवान्. So these are the quotations from the last chapters, where Bhagavan started कर्मणि अकर्मयः पश्येत् अकर्मणि च कर्मयः सबुद्धिमान् मनुष्येषु स युक्तः स कृष्ण कर्मकृत. So what is the ultimate of renunciation? Is not only physically giving up the things, that is not renunciation, that is running away from the realities of life. Similarly, depression is not maunam, because when somebody is depressed, he is also mauna. So a depressed person is never glorified that he is a mauni baba. No. Similarly, here also karma sannyas is not only renunciation of the action. Therefore, what is that? Bhagavan started from this verse, karmani akarmayaha pashet. He who is able to see the divine presence in and through all the activities, he alone has the vision. He alone is buddhiman with the real understanding, and he alone has attained fulfillment in life. After having told this, then through the various quotations we have come to know that the one whose karma are burnt by the fire of knowledge means what? Means the kartrutva abhiman, the sense of doership, is completely gone. Therefore, shariram kevalam karma kurvan napnoti kilvisham. Therefore, his life is lived through the body without an individuality being born. And therefore, such a master, jadrucha labha santushtaha. So he is content with whatever things happen around him. He has no special demands, because his vision is brahmarpanam brahmahavi brahmagno brahmanahutam. He is brahma karma samadhi. In and through all the activities, he is in samadhi. He is united with absolute self, recognizing the oneness in the appearance of the multiplicity. And therefore, such the yajnas, karmas are many told in the scriptures, but all of them are associated with the karma, with the dravya. Karmajan viddhitan sarvan. And this jnana yajna is what? Sarvam karma khila partha jnane parisamapyate. But this fire of knowledge does not continue the relative existence subsequently, because the fire of knowledge destroys the relative existence, because absolute is recognized. And therefore, yoga sannyasta karmanam, ultimately the karma sannyasa is through the yoga, through the understanding of proper doership, then the karma phala, etc. Up to here, vachanaihi karma sannyasam avochat Bhagavan. This is how Bhagavan Sri Krishna has spoken of and given details regarding the sarva karma sannyas. When somebody takes sannyas, leaves the house, becomes a Babaji, he is a sannyasi, but not sarva karma sannyas. Sannyasi is only, you can just put on the colored clothes and say that you are Anubhavananda. Nobody will object. Nobody will ask the credentials. Nobody will say, show which is the institution which has given you sannyas. There is no institution. So, this is what sarva karma sannyas, renunciation of all action in knowledge, was glorified. However, toward the end of the 4th chapter, Bhagavan said, Chitvainam samsayam yogam atishtha iti anena vachanena yogam cha karmanusthana lakshanam anuttishta iti uktavan. But when it came to the conclusion of the chapter, Bhagavan told Arjuna, as I told you last time, this is something like this. Cigarette smoking is injurious to health. Therefore, smoke Charminar. Now look here. So here also, sarva karma sannyasa, renunciation of all action through knowledge is the best. Therefore, do your duty. So, anena vachanena yogam cha karma anushthan laksham anutishta iti uktavan. This is what Bhagavan said. So, tayoho ubhayoho cha karma anusthana karma sannyasayoho sthiti gativat paraspara virodhan एकेन सह कर्तुम अशक्यत्वान् कालभेदेन च अनुष्ठान विधान अभावात् अर्थात् एतयोः अन्यतर कर्तव्यता प्राप्तौ सत्यां यत् प्रशस्यतरम् एतयोः कर्मानुष्ठान कर्म संन्यासयोः तत्कर्तव्यं न इतरत् इति एवं मन्यमानः प्रशस्यतर बुभुत्सया अर्जुनोवाच संन्यासं कर्मणां कृष्ण इत्यादिना. Now, tayoho ubhayoho, between these two, which are the two things? The karma yoga or the karma anusthana or the performance of the karma and karma sannyasa, renunciation of the karma. So, karma anusthana, karma sannyasa yoho, sthiti gativat, paraspara virodhat. They are absolutely opposite, like the presence and absence of movement. So either somebody is moving or somebody is not moving. Sthiti gativat. Sthiti is no movement, gati is movement. Paraspara virodhat, they are contrary in nature. Ekena saha kartum ashakyatvat. And therefore they cannot be performed by the same person. So either you can stand or you can go. See, one cannot say that I am standing also, going also. No, either you are staying or you are going. Therefore, ekena saha kartum ashakyatvan kala bhedena cha anusthana vidhana abhavat. And Bhagavan has not specified that during this time do karma yoga, then do this jnana yoga or the karma sannyasa. So, kala bhedena cha anusthana vidhana abhavat arthat etayoho anyatara kartavyata praptau satyam. And therefore, out of the two, only one can be done. Both cannot be done. Then, tasya prashasyataram etayoho karma anusthana karma sannyasayoho tat kartavyam. So, between these two, karma yoga and karma sannyasa, whichever is better, that alone should be adopted. So tat kartavyam na itarat, and not other, iti evam manyamanaha. Having thus thought, Arjuna, prashasyatara bubutsaya, desiring to know what is better. Prashasyatara, better. It is a comparative case, not superlative. Prashasyatara bubutsaya, Arjuna vacha, Arjuna asked this question. Sannyasam karmanam Krishna, punah yogam che shamsasi, yashreya etayo rekam tanme bruhi sunishchitam. Therefore, the first verse of 5th chapter begins with Arjuna's question, keeping this in mind. So what is the total thought therefore now? This is how you know the complete 4th chapter is summarized. 4th chapter talks about tadvidhi pranipatina pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninaha tattvadarshinaha. Knowledge is glorified. Nahi jnanena sadrusham pavitram iha vidyate. There is nothing more purifying than the knowledge. And what happens by the knowledge? Karma sannyas, sarva karma sannyas. When I come to know that it is the mirage water, I will never run after the mirage water to quench my thirst, nor I will run away from the mirage water because it is an illusion. Run. No. In the same manner, he who has come to discover his essential self, he will neither get into the world, knowing it very well as an illusion, nor he will run away from the world, knowing that it is an illusion. See? So for him, sarva karma sannyasa, renunciation of all activities, is not an act, it happens. Will we say that an ignorant man who has seen the mirage water is running towards that waters, therefore he was doing something? And a wise man who knows it is mirage, there is no water, therefore is not running. So will we say that he is not doing anything? No. See the difference? And therefore, between these two, Prashasyataram bubutsaya, Arjuna vacha, Arjuna asked this question. You have glorified knowledge, and I was so happy. And when the end came, you hit a sixer. You told that tasmad yogam adishto dishta bharata. Therefore, Arjun, you should now chitvainam samshayam yogam adishto dishta bharata. You should get established in this karma yoga, and therefore I am having a problem. About between the two, why and which one? Now here the question answers begin. Now this question answer is little complicated, but it is very important and it gives you a very clear picture. Nanu cha atmavidaha jnana yogena nistham pratipipadayishan purva udarhutaihi vacharaihi Bhagavan sarva karma sannyasam avochat natu anatmadnyasya cha ataha karma anushtana karma sannyasayoho bhinna purusha vishayatvan anyatarasya prashasyatara bhuvutsaya prashnaha anupapannaha. This question which was asked by Arjun is meaningless. This question is not possible. How? See, purva udarhutaihi vachanaihi. What was said by Bhagavan? That atmavidaha jnana yogena nishtha prati pipadation. So by the earlier statements, what Bhagavan said, that atmavidaha, the one who is established in the knowledge of the self, jnana yogena nishtha. His nishtha, his abidance is in the path of knowledge or in knowledge. Therefore, by these words, Bhagavan sarva karma sannyasam avochat. Said, therefore, Bhagavan spoke of sarva karma sannyas, for whom atmavidaha, for the wise man, for a man who is established in the knowledge of the self. Natu anatmadnyasya. Bhagavan has never said that give up all the action to the ignorant person. Ataha cha, and therefore, karma anusthana karma sannyasayoho bhinna purusha vishayatvat. Therefore, it is very obvious. What is obvious? Karma sannyasa and karma anusthana. Karma Anushthan is performance of the activities. Karma Sannyasa is withdrawal from the activities. It is naturally meant for two different people. It can't be for the same person. Bhinna Purusha Vishayatvan. Anyatarasya prashasthyatar bhuvutsaya prashna anupapanna. And therefore asking this question, kindly tell me between the two which is better. See? This is not a question. It is something like this, There are two persons. One is studying medicine, other is studying, let us say, engineering. Now we ask the question, between the two, who is better? See, this is not a question. If both of them are studying engineering, if both of them are studying medicine, then we can compare. But these are two different situations, two different people involved, and therefore between the two which is better, this is an impossible question. So Bhagwan Shankaracharya says, Satyam eva. You are perfectly right, sir. You are very intelligent. Satyam eva. Tvad abhiprayena prashnaha na anupapadyate. According to your understanding, there is no question that is possible to be asked by Arjuna. But prashtuhu swabhiprayena punaha prashna yujyate iti evam vadama. But a person who is asking a question, he can always ask a question. See how the questions come. Many times, it happens. Some people, they by default generate question. One thing you ask, immediately the second question comes. By the time you complete answering the second question, the third question comes. And by the time you complete the third question, the fourth question comes. So, and those who are different type of people, first of all, the questions don't come in their mind. Now you cannot say, see, I am not having any doubt. Why you are having doubt? Because I am me. You are you. Therefore here Bhagavad says, Satyameva tvad abhipayena prashno navopadyate prashtuhu swabhiprayena punaha prashnaha yujyate. But when a question is asked by Arjuna, yes, it is a question. You cannot deny and reject that this is not a question. You cannot. He has the problem. How come? Katham? Now, Purva udahrutaihi vachanaihi bhagavata karma sannyasasya kartavyataya vivikshatatvan pradhanyam. So, whatever, words we have referred earlier, by these, Bhagwan has very clearly, necessarily, boldly, essentially insisted karma sannyasasya kartavyataya. That karma sannyasa should be done. And when it was pradhanyam, vivekshitatva pradhanyam, the whole fourth chapter was predominantly speaking about the renunciation of karma. Okay. Antarena cha kartaram tasya kartavyatva sambhavat. But can you do anything without the doer? See, doing is possible only when there is a doer. Antarena cha kartaram, without the doer. Tasya kartavyatva asambhavat. Without the doer, there cannot be any karma. And anatmavid api karta pakshehe praptaha anudyate eva. And the anatmavid, the one who is not knower of the self, who takes himself to be a limited being, so karta pakshe praptaha. And therefore, he also is the one who is a doer. Now the question is, karma sannyasa is done by the man of knowledge or by the ignorant? If you say karma sannyasa is done by the man of knowledge, it cannot be done because in him there is no kartrutva abhiman. See, problem. We never saw this problem, you are creating. So, anatmavid api karta pakshe praptaha anudyate. Therefore, if you associate this karma sannyasi, atmavid, the knower of the truth, Because he has to do karma sannyas, so he has kartutva, viman, doership. The moment doership is there, he is ignorant. See the problem? एव न पुनः आत्मविद कर्तुकत्वम एव संन्यास्य विवक्षितम इति संन्यासस्य विवक्षितम इति and therefore he who is atmavid, for him neither the doership is accepted. So if there is no doership, there cannot be, he cannot take sannyas. See the problem? And therefore evam manvanasya arjunasya, this is what was Arjuna thinking. Evam manvanasya arjunasya karma anusthana karma sannyasa yoho, between these two, karma sannyas and karma anusthana, performance of the karma duties and renunciation of the karma, between these two, avidvat purusha kartrukatvam api asti. So in both of them, the doership associated with the ignorant is there. Iti purvoktena prakarena. This is what we have just said. Tayoho paraspara virodhan. But this is totally opposite to each other. Because anyatarasya kartavyatva prapte prashasya taram cha kartavyam. So, if both of them are associated with the doership, then between the two, which is better? And na itarat iti prashasyatara vividishaya prashno na anupapannaha. Therefore, according to Arjuna, what is his understanding? That karma sannyas or karma anushthan, both of them require doership. If they require doership, you are ignorant. And if you have given up karma, you are not ignorant. So I am getting confused. Whether karma sannyasa is done after the knowledge is gained, or the karma sannyasa is done without the knowledge is gained. So now one option is brought out in between. So now there are three conditions. Condition number one, ignorant doing karma. Second, he who has no knowledge but he has taken sannyas. And the third, he who has knowledge of the self and therefore karma has automatically dropped. Now out of these three, the first two, the ignorant and those who consider themselves to be sannyasi, but they are not atmavid, therefore they are anatmavid. Now for such anatmavid, but they consider them to be sannyasi, for such people and directly ignorant people, for them which is better? This is the question. See how deep and subtle the thought is. Therefore, prativachana vakyartha nirupanena api prashtuhu abhipraya evam eva iti gamyate. Therefore, prativachana vakyartha nirupanena, Bhagwan has replied. And in the reply of this question, prashtuhu abhiprayaha. So, this is what was expected from Arjuna's question, and therefore Bhagwan has replied in this manner. This is said. So, this was the reason behind Arjuna asking this question. So, again the question is asked by the Purupakshi, how come? Because sannyasa karma yogayo nishresa karo yubho tayo tu karma yogo vishishyate iti prativachanam. Because when Arjuna has asked between these two which is better, Bhagavan has replied that between the two, karma sannyasa and karma yoga is superior. Now see, can karma yoga become superior to a man who is established in the self? No. Then for whom is the karma yoga superior than karma sannyasa? He who has no knowledge of the self, jnana rahita, and he who has taken sannyasa. So what is the general meaning of taking sannyasa? You give up the grihastha leave the wife, leave the children. So you have given up karma related to your family. But what about the other karma? Which are the karma? Yama, niyama, asana, pranayam, pratyahar, dharana, dhyan, samadhi. That will not happen. Because only giving up the married life is not sannyas. This is the secret of this chapter. Therefore, here Bhagavan is bringing out this topic. Sannyasa karma yogo nishresa karau. Both of them are equally capable of attainment of the highest. Both of them. Tajohotu, between the two, karma yoga vishishyate. Karma yoga is very, very specific. This is how Bhagavan Sri Krishna has replied. Now, if you want to think in this manner. Now Bhagavan gives the line of thinking. Etat nirupyam kim anena atmavit kartrukayoho karma sannyasa yogayoho nishreyasa karatvam prayojanam uktva tayoho eva kutaschid visheshat karma sannyasad karma yogasya vishishtvatvam uchyate ahosvit anatmavit kartrukayoho sannyasa karma yogayoho tat ubhayam uchyate iti. Now here the question raised is like this. If you want to think, inquire like this. What? Etad nirupyam kim. By this reply, what is meant by the Lord? See, anena, by this reply, anatmavit, the one, rather atmavid, the one who knows the self, atmavid, for his kartrukayoho. So he is the knower as well as associated with the doership. For such a person, sannyasa karma yoga yoho, between the sannyasa and the karma yoga, nishreyasa karatvam prayojanam uktva. So whatever is the superior best for him, having said, now between the two, whichever is superior, kuchaschit visheshat, what is the reason that karma yoga is superior and not the karma sannyas? Because he is atmavid. So if he is atmavid, for him also it is said that karma yogo vishishyate or ahosvit anatmavit kartrukayoho. He who is associated with both karma yoga and karma sannyasa, for him this is said that karma yogo vishishyate. This is the question. So these are the two options. Atmavid kartrukayoho, karma sannyasa karma yogayoho. The one is the knower of the self, but he is doing the sannyasa or the karma yoga. Now between these two options, for this wise man, is the karma yoga superior? This is said, or karma yoga is superior is said for the ignorant man, because both of them are qualified for karma yoga and karma sannyas. He who has taken karma sannyas, I renounce my wife, I renounce my children, I don't do any samsaric worldly duties. So, whether they should give up karma really or they should continue in the karma yoga. You know, one of the most important things that will be brought out here, we all have to understand. Many times we have this notion, now it is all useless, I want to give up everything. Okay, give up everything. What next? That we forget. You may give up karma, but then the time is there. Then if your mind is not under your control, that mind will start playing havoc. And then we may get again derailed. Yoga bhrashta. Then what is the option? There are only two options. Either till the dawn of wisdom, till the karma automatically drops. Just like when the fruit is ripe, it is automatically falling away from the tree. In the same manner, till such thing happens, either you keep yourself busy in a loka sangraha, ishvararpana buddhya, for the service of the society, or you keep yourself busy in the yama, niyama, asana, pranayam, pratyahara, dharana, dhyan, samadhi. Now those who are not sufficiently withdrawn. For them, yama, niyama, asana, pranayam, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi is not so simple. For such people, it is said, you continue with karma yoga. That is the meaning. Otherwise, jnana rahita sannyasa. Sannyas without understanding, without recognition of the self, is only a burden. And such people, he is neither in this world nor in that world. Now again, a question is asked. Kimcha ato yadi atmavid kartrukayoho sannyasa karma yogayoho nishresa karatvam tayoho tu karma sannyas karma yogasya vishishtatam uchyate yadi va anatmavid kartrukayoho karma sannyasa yogayoho tat ubhayam uchyate iti. How does it matter whether the karma yoga is better than sannyasa for the atmavid or anatmavid? How does it matter? Kinchata. Why you are bringing this problem? Let it be anybody. Who does it matter? So here, this is how you know these questions and answers which are raised, they clear all the doubts in our mind. Now, atra uchyate. Now, this question is replied. Atmavit kartrukayoho, the one who is the knower and who is associated with the karma sannyasa and karma yoga, asambhavat, tayoho nishresa karatvam vachanam tadijatcha karma sannyas karma yogasya vishishta abhidhanam iti etad ubhayam anupapannam. Now see, he who has taken to sannyas after understanding that karmani akarmayaha pashet akarmani cha karmayaha sa buddhiman manusheshu sa yukta sa krishna karma krut. For such a person, asambhavat tayoho nishresa karatvam vachanam. For such a person, there is nothing to be asked about whether this is better or that is better. And therefore, both the questions about the wise man are invalid. Now, if this question is referring to anatmavid, yadi anatmavidaha karma sannyasaha, if the person who doesn't know the self, and for him karma sannyasa tat pratikulaha cha, and for him renunciation of karma is not possible. So karma anusthana lakshana karma yogaha sambhavetam. Therefore, for him, by parishesha nyayena, by the no option, he has to naturally take up to karma yoga. So karma anusthana lakshana karma yogaha sambhavetam tadacha tayoho. Therefore, between the two, nishreyasa karo uktvi nishreyasa karatva uktihi karma yogasya cha karma sannyasan vishishtatva abhidhanam iti etan ubhayam upapadyate. And therefore, for an ignorant person who doesn't know the self, for him it is natural that he has to do the karma yoga. Therefore, when it is said for such a person, karma yogasya karma sannyasan vishishtatvam, for such a person, karma yoga is definitely superior and required than the karma sannyas. And therefore, you have asked this question, how does it matter whether this is pertaining to the atmavid or anatmavid? Question is whether karma yoga superior or the karma sannyasa superior. This is not the way to think. Like the other day, one lady was asking me a question. Swamiji, I don't know what I should make my son. I said, what you make my son is what? No, he has to decide. I am telling him to take to medicine and he doesn't know what to do. But his father is telling he should take engineering. Now tell, between the two which is better? I said, is it engineering and medicine a commodity available in the market and you go and get it? Then what we should do? I said, you call your son So the son came. I asked him, I said, 5 8s are? I said, what is are the different switches or what? No, I am seeing my calculator. The one who doesn't know 5 8s are, I told him, you go to medicine. But Swamiji, I wanted him to be doctor. Is it not better to be a doctor? I said, forget about better. You find out for what this useless fellow is qualified. This is what here Bhagavan says. So this question is not whether this is better, that is better. Question is for whom it is, that is more important. So, Atmavidaha tu karma sannyasa karma yoga yoho asambhavat tayoho nishreskaratva abhidanam karma sannyasa karma yoga vishete iti anupapannam. And Atmavidaha, the one who is already established in the self, and for him karma sannyasa karma yoga yoho asambhavat. For him both the things are not possible. So tayoho, therefore between these two, nishresa karatva abhidhanam. So between the two, which is superior and better, karma sannyas karma yoga visheshate iti cha anupapannam. This does not fit there. And therefore we have asked you to think that if you have to think etat nirupyam kim anena atmavid kartrukayoho sannyasa karma yogayoho nishreskaratvam prayojanam uktva tayoho kutaschit visheshad karma sannyasad karma yogasya vishishtam uchyate. That is why we told, think about it, why Bhagavan has insisted that karma yoga is superior, but for whom, that is important. See? Like, many people, they tell me, Swamiji, you don't take milk, where from you will get calcium, you should take milk, all the Mahatmas take milk, I'll arrange milk for you. I said, you all do that, I agree, but it doesn't suit my system. No, it doesn't matter. I say, how does it matter? It is my system. It's not your system. This is how we are unable to become subjective in our approach in life. Usually, Varnamma, she made my life miserable, out of love. This papita, if I eat it continuously for 3-4 days, I get all the heat eruptions in my mouth. Similarly, this useless thing called as mango. If I take 2-3 mangoes here and there, then all these, eruptions on the body starts coming. So it doesn't suit. No, but mango is the, great fruit and very few people can get it. I said, you are that few. I am a general. See? Here also we have to understand for whom karma sannyasa and for whom karma yoga is being spoken of. Therefore, Atmavidaha sannyasa karma yoga yoho asambhavat tayoho nishresa karatva abhidanam karma sannyasaccha karma yoga vishesha iti cha anupapannam. This question doesn't fit for the wise man. Now again a question is raised by the student atra kim Atmavidaha sannyasa karma yoga yoho api asambhava ahosvid अन्यतरस्य असंभवो यदा च अन्यतरस्य असंभवः तदा किम कर्म संन्यासस्य च उत कर्मयोगस्य इति असंभवे कारणं च वक्तव्यम इति. Now this karma sannyasa and karma yoga, which is superior, etc., it is not possible for both the things in the same person, or they are not possible for only the Atmavid or only the Anatmavid. Because when he is Atmavid, he cannot take karma sannyas because there is no kartrutva abhiman. If he is Anatmavid, if he doesn't know, then naturally he has to take karma yoga, not karma sannyas. Therefore, this is not possible for both the conditions. And therefore, please tell us, what is the reason, under what condition karma yoga seti asambhave karanam cha vaktavyam. So under what condition the wise man should not do karma yoga, or the ignorant should do karma yoga, this has to be told. Now atra uchyate. Atmavidaha nivrutta mithya jnanatvat. Now why the wise man is not associated with karma yoga? Atmavidaha nivrutta mithya jnanatvat. His erroneous notion about himself is removed. Nivrutta mithya jnana. And viparjaya jnana moolasya karma yogasya asambhavah syat. And what is the karma yoga? Viparjaya ajnana moolasya. Because what is the viparjaya? I am a limited being. I am incomplete. And what is the atma jnana? I am Satchidananda, Parabrahma, Paramatma. I am Akarta. I am Abhokta. So Atmavid is having an experience of completeness. Anatmavid is having an experience of incompleteness. And therefore, karma yogasya asambhavaha syat atmavidaha. Therefore, for the wise man established in the self, for him there is no possibility of karma yoga at all. And therefore, it is only for the ignorant person, it is said karma yogo vishishyate, and not for the wise man. Because what is the understanding of this Atma with the wise man? Janmadi sarva kriya rahitatvena nishkriyam atmanam atmatvena yo vetti yasya atmavidaha samyak darshanena apasta mithya jnanasya nishkriya atmaswarupa avasthana lakshanam sarva karma sannyasam uktva tad viparitasya mithya jnana moola kartrutva abhimana purasarasya सक्रियात्म रूप स्वरूप स्थान रूपस्य कर्मयोगस्य इह शास्त्रे तत्र तत्र आत्म स्वरूप निरूपण प्रदेशेषु सम्यक ज्ञान मिथ्या ज्ञान तत्कार्य विरोधान अभावः प्रतिपद्यते यस्मात् तस्मात् आत्मविदः निवृत्त मिथ्या ज्ञानस्य विपर्यय ज्ञान मूलः कर्मयोगः न संभवति इति उक्तम युक्तम स्यात्. Now see, take one by one. Slowly, when you read it, 2, 3, 4 times by yourself. Read it loudly in your room or among yourself. When you read loudly, the words start giving out their meaning to you. And this is how you can learn. It is a question of only developing a knack. It's not very difficult. So, Janmadi Sarva Vikriya Rahitatvena. Being free from the modifications such as birth, etc. Janmadi. So which are Janmadi? The asti, jayate, vardate, viparanate, abakshiyate, vinashyati, shadvikaravat. So these 6 modifications, Janmadi sarva vikriya rahitatvena, being the absence of all the modifications starting from birth up to death, nishkriyam, that which is free from all activities, atmanam atmatvena yo vetti, he who recognizes the self being this. Being this means what? He who has never birth, na jayate mriyate va vipaschit nayam bhutva bhavita va na bhuyaha, then karmani akarmayaha pashed. So in this manner, atmanam atmatvena yo vetti, tasya atmavidaha. He is called as the Atmavida, the knower of the self. Now for such a person, what has happened? Samyak darshanena. Now he has correct understanding about the meaning of I. Who am I? Now he has no doubt that he is the body or the prana or the mind or the doer. No. Samyak jnana. He has got perfect understanding. Therefore samyak darshana apasta mithya jnanasya. Therefore what happened for him? For him, the wrong notion is now apasta, is gone for good. Asta means end. So he through whom, from whom all this wrong knowledge has gone, apasta mithya jnanasya, then nishkriya atma swarupa avasthana lakshanam. Then for such a person what will happen? Nishkriya atma swarupa avasthana lakshanam. Now he is abiding in the unmodifying, unchanging, absolute reality. Lakshanam sarva karma sannyasam uktva. Now for such a person, sarva karma sannyas has already happened. See, he doesn't have to do anything. Sarva karma sannyasam uktva. Now, tad viparitasya, exactly opposite. Now, what is the opposite? Mithya jnana moola kartrutva abhimana purasarasya. He who has the mithya jnana, that I am the doer and I am the limited being, I am incomplete, therefore I want this, I have to do this, I have to go to heaven, I have to attain punya, I have to attain a lot of things in this world. So, he who has this viparita, opposite to the earlier condition. So, mithya jnana mulaka, so because of the mithya jnana, kartrutva abhimana purasarasya. And therefore he has got the sense of doership. And therefore, sakriya atma swarupa avasthana rupasya. So he considers himself to be sakriya, the doer, not akriya. So he considers himself to be the doer and is so firmly rooted in that I have to do, without that how the things will happen. And for them, for such a person, karma yogasya iha shastre tatra tatra. So for such a person, in this Bhagavad Gita, karma yoga is told there and there, where atma swarupa nirupana pradesheshu, wherever this topic about the self is being discussed, samyak jnana mithya jnana tat karya virodhat abhavaha. So wherever there is samyak jnana, their mithya jnana will be removed. Where there is right understanding about yourself, wrong understanding will be gone. And when the wrong understanding is gone, naturally karma yoga is not possible and not required. So tat karya virodhat abhavaha pratipadyate. This being so, tasmat atmavidaha nivritta mithya jnanasya. So atmavidaha is which case? Sixth case. Similarly, atmavidaha, who is atmavida? The knower of the self. Nivritta mithya jnanasya. He whose wrong notion is removed once for all, and therefore viparya jnana mulaha karma yogaha na sambhavati. For him, the karma yoga, which is based on the wrong knowledge about the self, is not possible for this wise man who has the right understanding about himself. And therefore, iti yuktam uktam syad. Therefore, what is said is right. That karma yoga vishishyate. So when one is anatmavid, doesn't know his essential nature, doesn't know what the world is, doesn't know what is the source of all bliss, but he is fed up with the wife and children, and he takes to sannyas. Now for such dropouts, for them it is said, don't try to struggle. Like our Kabirji Maharaj used to say, ye to samirana na hoy. This is not called as remembering the Lord. What? The rosary is moving in the hand, and the tongue is moving in the mouth, and the mind is moving in the market. This is not called as remembering the Lord. Therefore, for such people, don't deceive yourself, engage yourself into karma yoga. And what is karma yoga? Is only one thing. Function in the outer world and observe the beauty in the inner world. That is karma yoga. Let the outer world not influence us. Then only we are practicing karma yoga. Now, keshu keshu punaha atma swarupa nirupana pradesheshu atmavidaha karma bhava pratipadyate iti. Okay, sir. Now, where these atmavidaha for the wise man, karma abhavaha pratipadyate? Will you please tell us where in Bhagavad Gita there is a declaration that a wise man should not engage himself in karma? Can you tell us? Atma Swarupara Nirupana Pradesheshu, wherever this topic is discussed about realization, there for the wise man there is total absence of karma. Will you please tell us? Uchchate. Acha, I'll tell you. Avinashi tu tadvidhi yena sarvamidam tatam vinasha avyayasya na kaschit kartum arhati. second chapter. Then again there only. Prakriti starting from here in the second chapter. Ya enam vetti hantaram yaschainam manyate hatam ubhau tau na vijanitaha nayam hanti na hanyate. Again, Veda vinashanam nityam ya enam ajam avyayam ityadau tatra tatra atmavidaha karma abhavaha uchyate. These are the references in Bhagavad Gita before the 5th chapter, where it is very clearly said that there is no possibility of karma for the wise man. Now see what he said. Ya enam vetti hantaram yaschainam manyate hatam. So, the doer of the action of killing, hantaram manyate. And the second thing, he who thinks he is killed, ubhautau na vijanitaha. Both of them are not understood. Because nayam hanti, he is not the doer of the action of killing, na hanyate, nor any action can fall on him. And therefore, such a person, Atmavid, automatically for him, there is no possibility of any karma taking place. In this manner, ityadau tatra tatra atmavidaha karma abhavaha uchyate. Nanucha, again one more question is raised. Karma yogaha atpi atma sarupa nirupana pradesheshu tatra tatra pratipadyate. But you are quoting only whatever you want to prove. I can bring out other quotations. That in the same topics for the wise man also, where Atma Sarupa Nirupana, where the topic about the self is being discussed, there Karma Yoga Pratipadyate. There Karma Yoga also is said. Like what? Tasmad Yudhyasva Bharata Swadharmamapi Chaveksha Karamanyeva Adhikaraste Ityadau. What you are telling in the second chapter, I am also quoting from the second chapter. See, if you study again systematically the second chapter, you will see Bhagavan has spoken of from the different standpoints. First, a common sense standpoint. And after that common sense was told, what was the ultimate common sense? That matra sparashastu kaunteya shitoshna sukha dukkhada agama apayina anityaha tanti dikshasva bharata. The world is like that. You have to go through. There is nothing that you can do. Don't become miserable because of these temporary miseries. They come and go. It's okay. Take it lightly. In this manner, he who is able to take lightly the life, saha amrutatvaya kalpate. He alone is qualified for something higher. Then what is something higher? Then Bhagavan starts telling about the Atma Tattva Nirupana. And when Atma Tattva Nirupana is told, then Bhagavan looks at Arjuna like all of us. We like it, but we don't understand anything. Why we like it? Because this is the only place where we are told, you are Satchidananda Parabrahma. Everywhere else you are told, you are useless, you are Rakshas, you are... At least there is one place, somebody has recognized me, I am Brahman. And when this knowledge was given to him, but Bhagavan knew he has understood nothing. Therefore, again coming back, then he will again argue. If, like na nirodho na cha utpatti na baddho na cha sadhakaha na muktaha na mumukshurvai ittesha paramarthada. There is neither creation nor destruction. Nobody is bound, nobody is liberated, nobody is seeking, nothing is sought. This is the ultimate truth. This should be taught on the first day. Isn't it? But this you are not teaching at all. Therefore, here we have to understand in the right manner. Then when Bhagavan saw in the second chapter that this fellow, he is probably hinting at this. If this is so, then why fight the war? Let's go. That's what I was telling. And therefore, Bhagavan said, as regards you are concerned, this Upadesha which I gave is general. Like we give general description about the health. And as regards you as a patient is concerned, you take quinine. See? Therefore, from there Bhagavan has started giving various standpoints. So it is not that Bhagavan has told in the reference of the Atma Tattva Nirupanam, this thing, no, it was never said. But this is how the people misunderstand. So tasmad yudyasva bharata swadharmamapi chaveksha karmanyevadhikaraste ityadau atma swarupa nirupana pradesheshu karma yogaha pratipadyate. अतः च कथम आत्मविदः कर्मयोग से असंभवः स्यात्. देखो, therefore how do you say that Atmavid, the wise man, how he is free from the karma yoga? He has to do karma yoga. कथा असंभवः स्यात्. अत्र उच्यते सम्यक् ज्ञान मिथ्या ज्ञान तत्कार्य विरोधात्. Because Maharaj, who is the Atmavid? Atmavid is he who has right understanding about himself. When you have got right understanding about yourself, that you are infinite, you are neither born, you never die, all this world has been always like this, and you are neither the doer nor the enjoyer. He who is established in this knowledge, for him how can there be? So when this mithya jnana is gone, tat karya, what is the effect of the mithya jnana? Karma. See? When I have eaten up to the nose, can there be desire for food? No. When there is no desire for food, will we go here and there? No. In the same manner, he who has discovered his essential self to be Purnamadaha Purnamidam Karmani Akarmayaha Pashyed, he will have zero desire level. When there is no desire, there will be no karma. See? In the third chapter we have seen Yastvatma ratireva syat atma druptascha manavaha atmanneva cha santushtaha tasya karyam na vidyate. And therefore, samyak jnana, mithya jnana, tat karya virodhat. This correct understanding is the one which negates the wrong knowledge and the effects of the wrong knowledge. Effects of the wrong knowledge is karma. Therefore, jnana yogena sankhyanam iti anena sankhyanam atma tattva vidam अनात्मविद कर्तृक कर्मयोग निष्ठातः निष्क्रिय आत्म स्वरूप अवस्थान लक्षणाया ज्ञान योग निष्ठाया पृथक करणात्. Therefore, in the third chapter, very clearly Bhagavan has brought out this topic, that jnana yogena sankhyanam. So who are the sankhya? Atma tattva vidam. Sankhyanam, those who know the truth. And anatmavid kartruka karma yoga nishtataha nishkriya atma swarupa avasthana lakshanayaha jnana yoga nishthayaha pruthak karanat. And the other people who were anatmavid kartruka, those who do not know themselves or those who take themselves to be the body, and therefore kartruka, they have the doership, and for them karma yoga nishtha. In this manner, nishkriya atma swarupa avasthana lakshanayaha yoga jnana yoga nishthayaha pruthak karanat. So it is very clearly mentioned in the third chapter that those who are atmavid, for them jnana yoga, and those who are anatmavid, for them it is the karma yoga. Kruta krutyatvena atmavidaha prayojana antarabhavat. And also this Atma Jnani, the one who is established in his own essential self, he is Kruta Krutya. He has attained all that has to be attained in life. See, Kruta Krutya means what? Krutyam Krutam Yena Saha Kruta Krutya. All that is to be done is done. Now what is to be done in this world? Only one thing. To know your essential nature. Till that happens, there will be no peace in life. You will be constantly struggling, wanting, desiring, achieving, failing, expecting. All these tortures and turmoils will continue incessantly. Therefore, tasya karyam na vidyate iti kartavya antarabhava vachanachya. There itself, tasya karyam na vidyate. He who is established in the self. Jastvatmaratireva syat. He who is reveling in the self. Atma truptascha manavaha. He who is contained with himself. Atmannevacha santushtaha. He who has discovered fulfillment in himself. Tasya karyam na vidyate. For him there is no kartavya. Therefore, this is said. Now, na karmanarambhat sanyasastu mahabaho dukkhamaptu upayataha dukkhamaptum ayogataha ityadina cha atma jnanangatvena karma yogasti vidhanat. Now, one step further. Then what for the karma yoga is? Karma yoga is na karmana manarambhat. We have seen in the 3rd chapter. If somebody imagines that if I don't do anything, I have attained a nishkarma siddhi, no. Therefore, na karmana anarambhat, not by beginning any work, sanyasastu mahabaho dukkham aptum ayogataha. He who has not done the karma yoga, thereby not purified the mind, thereby there is he who has not removed the load of desires in his mind, he cannot keep quiet. He will struggle for this or that. Things will not happen for him. He will have to struggle to achieve things for him. See, this is the basic difference. For such a person, ityadina atmajnana angatvena. So, this karma yoga is only the anga, the means for attainment of the atmajnana. So, what the karma yoga does? Karma yoga prepares us so that we can have the knowledge. So, after this knowledge is gained, then 6th chapter will tell us yoga rudasya tasyaiva shama karanamuchyate. He who has now correct knowledge, for him there is no karma yoga ever essential. Therefore, tasya karmanaha yoga rudasya shamaha karanamuchyate. So, he who is abiding in this yoga rudasthiti, for him shama, withdrawal from activity, is the requirement. Iti anena cha utpanna samyak darshanasya karma yoga abhava vachanat. In this manner, he who has the right understanding about himself, for him there is karma yoga abhava vachana. Again and again it is told by the Lord. For him there is no karma yoga ever required or possible. Shariram kevalam karma kurvannapnoti kilvisham iti cha sharira sthiti karanat atiriktasya karmanaha nivaranat. And therefore we have seen in the 4th chapter, Shariram kevalam karma kurvannapnoti kilvisham. So, sharira sthiti karana atiriktasya. Any activity which is other than maintenance of life in the body, there is no karma done by this wise man who is established in the self. And further it will be told in this 5th chapter, what this wise man should again and again practice to attain firmness in the understanding. Naiva kinchit karomiti yukto manneta tattvavid. This tattvavid, he who has the knowledge, now he wants to get established in the experience. Then what is the spiritual practice? Now be very attentive here. See, there are 3 stages. One is ignorance about the self. Second is knowledge about the self. Third is experience of that self-knowledge. So therefore here, after we have known, very clearly understood, we can give lectures to others and create an illusion of wisdom around us. But as regards experience is concerned, Tan Tan Gopal. Therefore, for such a person who has got all the knowledge, now that knowledge has to be practiced in life. Because this knowledge is only Bauddha Pratyaya. This understanding is only at the level of mind. Yes, I am not the body. I have no doubt about it. But problem, you know what? Other people think I am body. Now you tell me how to remove the ignorance of other people about my wisdom. Now see. Therefore, this knowledge has to be subsequently converted into experience. Now for that, what is the sadhana? This will be told in this chapter. And that sadhana is naiva kinchit karomiti yukto manneta tattvavid. So, tattvavid yuktaha, tattvavid means what now? He has complete knowledge, but no experience. Yuktaha, now he has completed the yoga. So there is karma yoga completed, therefore all impurities are removed. Ashtanga yoga is completed, therefore chitta vritti nirodha has taken place, and yet there is no experience. One is established in the jadatva, jada samadhi. Now for such a seeker, the sadhana is naiva kinchit karomiti yukto manneta tattvavid. So he enumerates all the activities of life. Pashyan, Shrunnan, Sprushan, Jigran, Ashtan, Gachan, Swapan, Swashan, Pralapan, Visrujan, Grundan, Unmishan, Namishan, Napi. Each and every small activity is not done by me. For him, active voice has gone. No kartari prayog, only karmani prayog. See? There is seeing, but there is no seer. There is hearing, but there is no hearer. There is knowing, but there is no knower. This practice. As a result, even the last traces, this is called as Anubhavananda. Anubhavananda means the traces of Jiva Bhava is still there. That is removed by this practice. So, naiva kinjit karomiti yukto maneta tattvavid iti anena cha sharira sthiti matra prayukteshu api. So, even for the purpose of maintenance of life in the body, api darshana shravanadi karmasu, the simple things like seeing, hearing, etc., atma yathatma vidaha, the one who has correct understanding about his own self, karomi iti pratyayasya, I am the doer, this understanding, samahita cheta taya sada akartavyatva upadeshat. So he should practice it again and again, samahita cheta taya. So he has become totally withdrawn, sayyama. The dharana dhyan samadhi is done and firmly abiding his mind in the self. And thereafter, he should do this again and again, practice one, akartavyatva upadeshat. It is not a kartavya upadesh, akartavya upadesh. That means naiva kinchit karomi iti. So now this is the last stage for the seeker. By karma yoga he has purified. By the study scriptures he has understood everything. Now the third stage, to convert that understanding into experience. For him this is said. So atma tattva vidaha, samyak darshana viruddhaha, mithya jnana hetukaha, karma yogaha, swapne apina sambhavaitum shakyate yasmat. Because the one who is abiding in the right knowledge of the self, which is contrary to the ignorance about the self, for him, even in the dream, karma yoga is never applicable, never possible. Tasmat, therefore, anatmavit kartrukayoho eva. So it is the one who does not have correct understanding about himself. Second, kartrukayoho, he who has the sense of doership, for them only sannyasa karma yoga yoho nishreyasa karatva vachanam. For such persons alone, this question comes, that between the karma sannyas and the karma yoga, which is superior? vachanam tadiyacha karma sannyasat. So for between the two, in comparison to the karma sannyas, renunciation of the karma, purvokta atmavit kartruka sarva karma sannyasa vilakshanat sati eva kartrutva vijnane karmaika desha vishayad yama niyamadi sahitattvena cha dur anusthejatvad sukaratvena cha karma yogasya vishishtatva abhidhanam iti. Now this is very, very important paragraph. Again I will tell you one by one word. Therefore tasmad anatmavit kartrukayoho. These are the two conditions. He doesn't know his essential self, wrong identity, consider himself to be the jiva, and therefore there is the sense of doership. So for them or him, sannyasa karma yoga yoho, between the two, whether he should take to sannyas or take to karma yoga, nishreyasa karatva vachanam. So what will be the most befitting, most superior? So between the two, karma sannyasad, in comparison to the renunciation of the karma, purvokta atmavit kartruka sarva karma sannyasa vilakshanat. But for him, he should not be mistaken like what? Purvokta atmavit kartruka sarva karma sannyasa. He who is firmly established in his essential self. And therefore, sannyasa has happened to him. We are not talking about that sannyasi. That means we are not talking about the sannyasi who is established in the self. Then whom you are talking about? Eva kartruka vijnane eka karma deshiyat, desha vishayat. Eka karma desha vishayat. Here the note is given on this 147 page, wherein you have given up the grihastha. So all the karmas associated with the grihastha you have given up. And then you have that abhimana. Now I am a sannyasi. You will see, many of them, those who have gone through these, those who have not taken to sannyasa directly after brahmacharya, and after they have taken sannyas, they will write their name. Swami Anubhavananda. This they will write in bracket. And original name, P.D. Mathur. See? That original, that I was Mr. Mathur and I was a grihastha, that doesn't go. It continues. Therefore, this is called as karma ekadesha vishayat. So there, sannyasa is only with reference to that I am no more a married person. I have taken to sannyas. And for such people, yama, niyama, adi, sahitvena cha, dur anusthejatvad. And for such person, yama, niyama, asana, pranayam, pratyar, dharana, dhyan, samadhi, it is not so simple for such person. Sukaratvena, what is simple and easier? Karma yogasya vishishtatva abhidhanam. So those who are not yet sufficiently withdrawn, they are fed up with the wife or the children or the husband, and therefore they want to go to ashram and take to sannyas. So after taking sannyas, they will start another sannyas as the samsara. See? Therefore, it's very, very essential. Everybody cannot do asana, pranayam, pratyahar, dharana, dhyan, samadhi. It cannot be done by everybody. For such people, karma yogaha vishishyate. Then what they should do? Wherever we are placed by the Lord, do your job sincerely. Don't get excited, don't react. And keep your mind where karmani akarmayaha pashet. Akarmani cha karmayaha. See? This is why Bhagwan replies that karma sannyasat karma yoga vishishyate for such people. Means what? Arjuna belonged to this category. See, we are giving you so much explanation. Bhagwan Shankaracharya was not between Arjuna and Krishna. So, Bhagwan has to tell him. Therefore, number of times he says, Tasmat tvam kuru karma. As regard you are concerned, do this thing. That means, whatever I told about a great people's description, you don't fit into that, okay? Now you do your job. Karmanyeva adhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. Evam prativachana vakyartha nirupanena api purvokta prashtuhu abhiprayo nischiyate iti stitam. Therefore, we have come to the conclusion that according to the reply given by Bhagwan Sri Krishna to Arjuna, the questioner, this is the conclusion. What is the conclusion? Those who are not yet established in the experience of the self, but those who have got sufficient knowledge about the self, for them karma yoga is necessary. Otherwise, we have that illusion that now ab sab kuch ho gaya, now I know Brahman, I know Brahman. No. It has to be converted into experience. Therefore, when we conduct satsang, you know what happens? Our knowledge gets polished. And this is how the most effective spiritual practice is satsangatve nissangatvam, nissangatve nirmohatvam. Very few people understand this. They are able to understand, go and do the yoga, go and do the pranayama, or go and do some charity work, go and distribute the saris and the milk and the fruits. This they understand. But sitting in the satsang and clearing the cobwebs of misunderstanding from ourselves is never understood. Because Kripanaha phala hetavaha. What will I get? If I do some charity, I will get punya, I will go to heaven. But here, you will go beyond papa punya. That they doesn't understand. So, jayasi chet karmanasti iti atra jnana karmanoho saha asambhave yasreya etayoho tad me bruhi iti evam prushtaha arjunena bhagavan sankhyanam sannyasinam jnana yogena nishtaha punaha karma yogena yoginam nishtha prokta iti nirnayam chakara. In the other places also the same thing was brought out. We will see it in our next class. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om.